Hey y'all, what's up? It's Kristen from Kristen Plans or Planning Kalo on Instagram, and I'm back at you with a monthly highlights video. Last month, I really loved how my monthly highlight section turned out, and it's probably one of the only spreads that I continuously turn to look back on. So I decided to do it again. So I am going to use another kit from Saucy Sticker Co. And then I use my monthly I use my focus planner from the Erin Condren line to basically track down the two most important things that happened that day, or, quote unquote. So that's what I'm doing. These are the washi tapes that I decided to pull in. These two are from the Simply Gilded April Desert Dance Box, I think is what it was called. And then, of course, I'm using the white with red bows from Once More with Love. I'm very excited. I'm just super, super excited to do this. I love doing my monthly highlights. Like I said, they're one of the only spreads that I turn back to, so I'm very excited. This time I am putting down the extra boxes first, because normally I put down the May part where it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I put down that first and it always ends up coming out crooked. So plenty of people either messaged me or commented on my last video saying that it is way easier to put down the extra boxes, so that way it's already lined up. So that's what I'm doing, and it actually works. So thank you so much if you were one of the many who suggested it to me, and I appreciate you, and my Erin Condren appreciates you as well. So I'm talking to you as I'm filming in real time, but my mic wasn't plugged in, and also I just like doing voiceovers so much more because I feel like my thoughts are a little bit more consistent. So I'm doing a voiceover. Surprise, surprise. I think my last 5 videos have all been voiceovers, but to be completely honest, it's a lot easier to edit, and so voiceovers are just kind of my jam right now because I'm doing so much. I've just been completely overwhelmed this month. I worked 40 hours each week this month, plus my podcast, plus doing YouTube, plus PRing for a couple shops. So it is kind of overwhelming having to adjust my schedule on the fly, and I'm just really excited that school is out now. So this past week, my the school that I work for has let out for summer break, and I'm just overjoyed to be out. But I'm gonna miss my students, not gonna lie, but I'm just excited to not have to wake up early every morning. I can actually sleep in and just have some time to myself. So I mean, it's not going to be like that the entire summer. I am going to go and work at a hospital type deal. I don't really know how to explain it, but I do have a summer job, but I am taking a couple of weeks to myself. So actually it's probably only going to be a week. So I'm going to take a week off, get everything settled with my podcast, and yeah. So May was a really fun month. Like I just mentioned, we launched our podcast, and by we, I mean my best friend and I. We launched our podcast. Originally it was called Late and Confused, but we have since changed the name to be Just Confused. We just found that with having late in the title, it was just extremely restricting, and I felt like a lot of people were expecting the podcast just to have an element of vulgarity, and although Myra and I are really open, we're just not entirely vulgar, or if we are, we're not about to put that on the internet where people are potentially going to be screening our social medias to see if they can hire us. So we're just not those type of, we're not that dumb, so we're just not going to do that. So talking about the spread so far, like I said earlier, this kit is from Saucy Sticker Co. I do PR for Saucy Sticker Co. I just love their shop in general. Their kits are incredible. I've been using a ton of their kits for the past couple of weeks, and I mean, obviously my monthly is no exception. If you are interested in any of the kits on her site or anything on her site, she has some really awesome scripts she just released and some hexagon stickers that I am living for. But you can use my code KALO20 to get 20% off. And as always, if you check out the description right below this video, I always have the shops that I use linked down below, as well as any coupon codes that I know of or that I have personally for their shop. So normally all of my codes say Kalo in it, or it'll say Kristen. So if it's not something of that level, it's probably just a code I found on Instagram or another PR girl that I know of. But yes, just so you know, because we love a girl on a budget. Also, this is my new backdrop. What do y'all think? I've been looking for a marble backdrop for the longest fucking time, and I haven't been able to find one. So when I was at Hobby Lobby, I saw this subway tile white brick type deal, and I really liked how clean it looked. And honestly, it makes me feel like I'm planning inside of my kitchen. Like, and my kitchen doesn't even have white tile, but it just makes me feel like my kitchen would have white tile. So there you go. I'm just going to go ahead and get into the plans a little bit, and I might get ahead of myself, but I'm sure like I will actually catch up later on. So going into May 1st, I know what you're thinking. You saw me put down a Game of Thrones sticker and you're like, bitch, that doesn't make any sense. Game of Thrones airs on Sunday. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but it isn't me. And you would be correct. Game of Thrones does air on Sundays, but because I don't own cable or a streaming site that has HBO on it, I had to wait until I got like an account information from one of my friends, and then I binge watched like 2 episodes at a time. So, also I don't watch Game of Thrones all at once. It's just kind of annoying, like, to watch it 1 episode at a time, especially knowing that this is the last season. Also, I didn't watch the last 3 episodes of the season because everybody spoiled it for me on Instagram and on Twitter, so it's like, there was no fucking point. I just didn't want to waste another 6 hours of my life. So I was like, nah, I already know what happens, like, it's fine, whatever. So there's that. On Thursday the 2nd, I just went to work and my best friend flew to LA, so I used a work script from Bookish Planning, and then I used a airplane icon that comes with the kit to mark in that Myra went to LA without me. I miss her. She's back, but like I still miss her just thinking about it because she's about to leave this weekend and I'm just not in the mood. On Friday, my school hosted like an event and we called it Fiesta Tailgate, and it was just a really great time. It was a fundraising event and it went really well. I was on like the committee that kind of organized it and got like business sponsors and stuff to come out. So I was really happy that the event went pretty okay. You know, it was a little muggy. It was about to rain the whole time. Luckily, we didn't get a drop of rain because my eyeliner was not equipped. So there's that. Also, I went to date night that night, like I do every Friday night, and we went to this restaurant called Gloria's because I have been craving pupusas. Down in Texas, specifically Houston, it's really easy to find good Mexican food. In Texas, we have this thing called Tex-Mex, and it's like Americanized Mexican food, and it's super good, but sometimes your girl just craves Salvadorian pupusas, and not gonna lie, for some reason, it's a little bit harder to find a good pupusa in Houston than it is to find like a good taco, you know? So there you go. But yes, I ended up finding this restaurant called Gloria's, and they are so good. I love the pupusas and I love their sangria. Like, it is the best. On that Saturday, I had Thai tea and I went to this restaurant with my family. So I marked that in with a boba sticker from Once More with Love. Moving on to Sunday, we had a besties movie night. So I used this popcorn sticker that I got from Made with Southern Love to mark in that I watched A Star is Born and The Hate U Give. Both were really incredible movies in their own. And yes, I did cry 1,000,003 times that night. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I was an emotional wreck. I also went and marked in that I uploaded a collab plan with me with Rachel from Gathered Plans, and I used a upload script from Kinsey's Creations to mark that in. For those of you who do not know, I recently have started to PR for Kinsey's Creations, and I'm so excited because her scripts are literally starting to quickly become my favorite. Like, especially this font that I use for the upload sticker, it's just stunning. Like the half-filled moment. Oh, we love a half-filled queen. But yes, you can use my code KALO30 for 30% off any order with no minimum, and I'm really excited to be able to offer that code to you because Kinsey's stuff is legit. You're going to start seeing me pull it in more and more into this spread and into my weekly spreads as well, so I'm not just like hyping it up, like dead ass, I use it and it's great. Also, on the 6th, I just marked in that I went to work by using a pentagon from Sticky Sloth Designs and then layering over another script from Bookish Planning. And then I marked in a cell phone icon from Planning City over a little flag from the kit to mark in that I did an Instagram live that would just tell everybody like the prizes that I was giving away for my 250 subscriber giveaway, which is literally crazy because that happened on May 6th, and today when I'm filming this it is May 26th and I'm at 365 subscribers. Like, that's literally crazy. I couldn't even thank y'all enough for your support, and I'm so thankful that y'all like my channel because it's a really fun and creative outlet for me, and It's so good. And if it sounds like I'm getting like teary-eyed, I'm not getting teary-eyed. I'm just out of breath from talking for 10 minutes straight. But I'm sitting down in a chair, so like I don't know why I'm like this, basically. But yes, okay. So I just layered down a bunch of washi and put down a $2 make me holla sticker from Letters to Apollo. If y'all love Jessica from Letters to Apollo, sound off in the comments because we need to redneckinize a Houston woman real quick. Also on the 7th, it was Teacher Appreciation Day, and I marked that in because a couple of my scholars that I love at my school brought me some Chick-fil-A. I had Starbucks that day, I got some candy, and it was just a good day. I felt so loved and appreciated, so thank you, scholars. On the 8th, I marked in that I had to do a Instagram post, which was the official day that I posted my giveaway. So thank you guys. On to words are hard. On to Thursday, I tore up some washi to mark in that I had that day off from work, and then I went to my cousin's graduation, so I marked in those little balloon icons that came with the kit to mark in, his graduation, and I'm really, really proud of him. We both graduated from the same university, and I have so much pride for my school, and I'm just like really excited to be able to share that with not only my boyfriend and my older brother, but like with my cousin too. So that's really exciting. Also, I tore that blue strip of washi and I thought it looked like California. Let me know in the comments if you think that looks like California. If you don't think it looks like California, then just be nice, because honestly, I'm the worst when it comes to geography, and I couldn't even tell you where Idaho is located on a map. The only states I know where they are Florida, Texas, California, and that's probably it. And New Orleans, but that's not a state. What's the state called? Louisiana. But I only know that because they're my neighbor. So same thing with New Mexico. Is that a state? I don't fucking know. Like, I feel really stupid. I might edit that out. I don't know. Anyway, so on to the 10th. It was payday, but it was rainy. So I used some munchkins. I used that rain munchkin at the top, and then another couple munchkin to mark in that it was date night. And then on the 11th, it wasn't actually Mother's Day, but I marked in Mother's Day because my parents don't have Sundays off, so we moved Mother's Day up from Sunday to Saturday, so we had Mother's Day. And then on Sunday, I filmed our first episode of our podcast with my best friend. If you have not checked it out, the podcast is live on our YouTube channel. It is Just Confused on YouTube, or you can go to our Instagram page, which is at Just Confused Podcast, and you can click the link in the bio to check out all of our episodes. So, plug. And again, I used a script from Kenzie's Creations to mark that in as well. I'm going to get a little bit ahead of myself, and I'm sure my stories will let me catch up. So on to the 13th, it was the premiere of The Bachelorette, and I went to my friend's house to watch The Bachelorette just because it's way more fun that way. No one in my house likes to watch The Bachelorette the way that I do. So my brother's girlfriend will always watch the season, but she likes to know who won ahead of time. So she'll like follow spoiler accounts, find out who won The Bachelorette, and then she watches the whole season to like watch their relationship grow. So I don't really like watching with her whenever she does that, because I feel like she indirectly gives me clues as to who wins, and like I don't want to do that. I want to legitimately watch the season and then pick who I want to to be the one at the end, So I went over to my friend's house so that way I can watch it in peace without the worry of figuring out who won on night one. But I hate Luke P. I literally know way too many guys that are like him, and they annoy the living crap out of me. So Luke P, cannot wait till you're gone. I think you're going to stick around for a really long time. You might even make it to the top 5. But either way, I can't wait to see you leave. Also, Cam, gotta go. Gotta get rid of Cam. I thought he was spunky and cute one of the first nights, but he is so annoying. Look at me. I'm already getting lost. Okay. That's enough for The Bachelorette. Moving on to actually, if you watch The Bachelorette, sound off down below in the comments, because I am so interested in talking to you about like my conspiracy theories on each of the contestants. Let me know. I don't really know some of their names, so I kind of just describe them by some of the idiot actions that they do on night one. So just a heads up. But going on to the 14th, I did literally nothing. I did a lot of work on my podcast, and then I did laundry that day. So I don't know if I'll mark it in. I know I accidentally put this taco sticker down on the wrong day because I wasn't paying attention, but I'm going to go in and fix it later. So just know that I just did laundry this day and a shit ton of podcast work. So on the 15th, I ended up not doing anything in particular. I just pretty much worked every single day. Like, even though I don't mark it, I worked every day this month. But yeah, so I just went to work, had a pretty boring day, but I went and got some breakfast tacos, and I ended up paying $8 for 3 breakfast tacos, which is literally insane in Texas. So I don't know about y'all, but for me in South Houston specifically, it is really easy to find breakfast tacos for like $1.50 a piece. And whenever they ring up my total and they were like, oh yeah, your total's gonna be like $8.70 something, I was like, excuse me? Like, these are breakfast tacos? I mean, don't get me wrong, these breakfast tacos literally slapped and they were good as fuck, but still, like, I thought it was wild that I had to pay $8 for 3 tacos. Like, literally I paid like $9. Like, I don't know, that's kind of crazy to me. Moving on to the 16th, it was just a big Happy Meal day, so I used a Coffee Monsters Co. icon to mark in that I just got a bunch of Happy Meal. On the 17th, I went on a field trip with the kindergarten class to the Children's Museum of Houston, and that was just so much fun. They loved it there. It was just so much for them to do, and the Children's Museum staff was actually like really incredible. So I used a Once More with Love little location drop or location pin sticker, and then I used a Bubba Bear Studio backpack bear, and also that was date night, and we ended up staying in and just watching Harry Potter, which is like some of my favorite date nights with my boyfriend. Like, I love just relaxing and being around him because he's so calming, so I love that. On to the 18th, my cousin had his graduation party, so of course we went to that, and it was so much fun, and there was so much food. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a pretty general thing, like if you have a larger family, like whenever there's a small get together, there's always a fuck ton of food, and Asian families are no exception. So there was so much food. We loved it. I had a great time. I ate like 5 oatmeal cookies, 7 chocolate chip cookies, and then like 1 breakfast taco. And I was like, oh, not a breakfast taco, just a regular taco. And I was like, yep, I'm full. But my skin was angry the next day. On to the 19th, I didn't really do much except I edited a mess ton. So I used this little computer sticker that I got from Grumpy Bear Sticker Co. and then another edit script from Kinsey's Creations. It was also my brother's birthday lunch. His birthday was on the 17th, but I couldn't really squeeze it in with everything else. So I just marked it whenever we ended up having lunch with him on Sunday. On the 20th, it was the last day that I substituted for a class, and it was really bittersweet for me because I love subbing, and I ended up getting to substitute for my all-time favorite grade, which is 6th grade, and so I used a Miss Moss sticker to mark that in, but I was so sad. Like, I love being a sub because it's something new every day, and it's just like you get enough FaceTime with the kids to where you get to make connections with them and really get to know who they are, but then whenever they start to get crazy, you get to leave because you're a sub and you don't have to come back the next day. So, but I really do love 6th grade, the class that I got to sub for. They were incredible, and I hope they have a really great summer because I'm gonna miss them, and they're gonna be in like the big middle school next year. Like, but that's crazy to me. They're not even ready. On to the 21st. So the 21st and the 22nd were both field days at my school, but we break up the field days by grade level. So kinder through 4th grade had their field day first, and I used a Once More with Love munchkin to mark that in. And then after that, I came home, took a shower, got all beautified, and I did a podcast photo shoot with Maida. And then we also had a couple Instagram lives for the podcast, basically just promoting for this week, trying to get our podcast name out there, even though we changed it, but like whatever. So that's what we did. And then on the 22nd, again, there was a field day, and I ended up sending out emails of kindergarten graduate photos, which were so cute. Like, they were in cap and gowns, they had a little tassel, and so I was emailing their parents all their photos and stuff. It was so sweet. On to the 23rd, my upper grade levels, 5th and 9th grade, left. It was their last day, and so we had like a graduation ceremony for the 8th graders going into 9th grade. And then every other grade was like going through their awards, and it was just, my heart, y'all. My heart literally sank. They were so sweet. They took pictures with me afterwards, and I hope they have a great summer. I also used some washi to mark in that I was literally sitting by my phone this entire day waiting for some news that I ended up never getting, and I'm supposed to find out on Tuesday of this week that I'm currently recording on. So everyone send me good vibes, cross your fingers. I'm so nervous, but I'm supposed to know if I got this job at my school or not, so send me all your vibes, please. On the 24th, my lower grades had their award ceremony, and that literally made me bawl, so that's why I used a super crying emoji from Coffee Monsters Co., and they were so cute. I'm still crying when I think about it. Also, my podcast launched this day, so I'm using a podcast sticker from Bookish Planning. to mark in that our podcast launch. So again, if you guys want to check out the podcast, it is linked down below in the description, but you can always follow our Instagram page, which is Just Confused Podcast, and we update there like at least 2 or 3 times a week. And yeah, so thank you guys so much if you already supported the podcast. It is so cool to see people watching the podcast and just reading everyone's messages. And Myra and I are really, really excited about this project, and we hope that we can continue to put out really good and funny content for y'all. So thank you for supporting us. On to the 25th, I filmed. I literally filmed like 3 videos for my planner YouTube. I filmed a podcast episode. We did so much, and I'm just like exhausted, but I used a Kinsey Creation sticker, of course, over a flag from the kit. And then I said Hot Tub Topics because Hot Tub Topics is like whenever my best friends and I all meet up, have some wine, get into the hot tub, and just like spill our guts. But unfortunately, one of my friends couldn't make it. So Myra and I ended up just doing a lot of podcast work that day, but I left it in because it's cute. On the 26th, which is today, I am just doing a lot of podcast editing and of course recording some voiceovers. Let me know if y'all have some voiceover scripts that are really cute and functional. I've been looking for some, especially since I've been doing a lot of voiceovers on my Plan With Me's lately. So let me know. Shoot a comment down below. But yes, these podcast stickers are legitimately... words are so hard. Did you see me stumble on that word? They are legitimately becoming one of my favorite stickers that I own. So love that. Also today I had donuts this morning, but I haven't gotten a chance to mark it in, but that's pretty much all that I did was podcast, donuts. On the 27th, it is Memorial Day, so I have no plans as of right now except to hang out with my family. You're going to notice that I don't fill in the stickers, so I'm just going to like tell you what is going on because at the time that I filmed this, I didn't really know. But as of right now, this is what I know. So on the 27th, it's Memorial Day, so I'm just spending time with my family. On the 28th, I have a credit card bill due, so I'm using a pentagon from Sticky Sloth Designs and then layering over a credit card icon from the kit. On the also on that Tuesday, I'm leaving the space open because I'm supposed to find out if I got really great news and got the job, or if I had really sad news and I didn't get the job. So I don't know, but that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my description for codes, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.